Chapter 5 Arithmetic Progressions. Today I'll start with example 7, page number 108. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? First you make a list of numbers, two-digit numbers, those are divisible by 3. So two-digit numbers divisible by 3 are, starting will be 12 because 12 is divisible by 3, followed by 15, 18 and last will be 99 because we need to collect only two-digit numbers. Two-digit numbers starting from 10 and ending will be 99. Now here A is 12, D is 15 minus 12 which is 3, last term L is 99. How many terms are there? That we need to find out. Let the number of terms be n, therefore nth term equals to L. A plus n minus 1 into D equals to 99. A is 12 plus n minus 1 into 3 equal to 99. First you take this 12 that side. After subtraction it is coming 87. Into 3 goes there means divide. Cancel it, it will be 29. So n is equal to 29 plus 1 which is 30. Therefore two-digit numbers divisible by 3 is 30. Now example 8, they are telling us to find out 11th term from the last term of the AP. AP is given this one. If 11th term we need to find out from the back, that is from the last, then this should be your first term. So A is equal to minus 62. Normally common difference is to find out second minus first, but since this time you will be coming back, that's why you should take D equals to first minus second, that is 10 minus 7 which is equal to 3. This is the only change. Since 11th term we are calculating from the last, that's why last term will be your first term, that is your A minus 62. Normally common difference is to find out second minus first, but this time since we will be coming back, you should take first minus second, that is 10 minus 7 which is 3. Therefore 11th term from the last, formula everything will be same because already I have adjusted here. So A plus 11 minus 1 into D. A is minus 62, this will be 10 and D is 3. Then minus 62 plus 30 which is coming minus 32. Now example 9. A sum of rupees 1000 is invested at 8% simple interest per year. Calculate the interest at the end of each year and do this interest forms an AP? If so, find the interest at the end of 30 years. Here simple interest formula plus 5-6 standard formula PRT by 100. I must use this. Here P is 1000 rupees, rate of interest 8% per annum. Therefore interest at the end of first year. Formula PRT by 100. So rupees 1000 into 8 into 1 by 100. 0 cut rupees 80. Interest at the end of second year. Rupees 1000 into 8, timing will be 2 divided by 100 which is coming out rupees 160. Interest at the end of third year, rupees 1000 into 8 into 3 by 100, 0 cancel it, rupees 240 and so on. Now A2 minus A1 you check because I have to test it whether it is AP or not. A2 minus A1, that is 160 minus 80 which is rupees 80. A3 minus A2, that is third term minus second term, 240 minus 160 also 80 rupees. Both the differences are same. Therefore this interest forms an AP. Now A is 80, D is also 80. Then interest we need to calculate at the end of 30 years. A plus 30 minus 1 into D, that is rupees 80 plus 29 into D is also 80 rupees. This multiplication and addition, answer is coming 2400. So when you are calculating interest at the end of 30 years, you must use the formula for finding nth term, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. Here 30th term A plus 30 minus 1 into D. So answer is 2400. Now example 10, page number 109. In a flower bed there are 23 rose plants in the first row, 21 in the second, 19 in the third and last row 5 plants. How many rows are there in the flower bed? So here first term A is 23, D is equal to 21 minus 23 which is minus 2. Last term L is 5. Let the number of terms be n. Therefore nth term is equal to your last term. A plus n minus 1 into D equals to 5. A is 23 plus n minus 1 into D is minus 2 equal to 5. 23 you can send that side. Then subtract it. It will be minus 18. Now minus 2 will go down. It will be coming 9. Next step, minus 1 you can send that side. It will be 9 plus 1 which is 10. So there are 10 rows in the flower bed. Now we'll start exercise 5.2. MCQ questions. First question number 1. An AP 5, 12, 19 has 50 terms. So its last term will be how much? In the main part you can calculate because it will go a little lengthy, that's why. The given AP is this one. A is 5, D is 12 minus 5 which is 7. Number of terms 50. That means your last term should be your 50th term. The total number of terms given 50 and they're telling us to find the last term. So last term should be your 50th term. So A plus 50 minus 1 into D. A is 5 plus 49 into 7. This multiplication 343. Addition 348. So right option should be second one 348. Question number 2. The 7th term of an AP is minus 1. 16th term 17. Nth term they are asking. First term common difference both are missing. This is not for 1 mark question actually. This is for 3 marks. So let the first term and common difference both are missing. So let the first term and common difference be A and D. Since 7th term minus 1, A plus 7 minus 1 into D equals to minus 1. That is A plus 6D minus 1. First condition. 16th term 17. A plus 16 minus 1 into D equal to 17. That is A plus 15D equals to 17. That's your second equation. Now both the equation we are going to solve. A plus 6D equals to minus 1. A plus 15D 17. Subtract both the equations. This method is called elimination method. In chapter 3 you will learn this. So all the signs should change. Plus will be minus, minus, minus because we are subtracting both the equations. A cancel out. This subtraction is minus 9D. This is minus 18. So D is equal to 2. Now putting 2 in the equation 2. 1 also you can use. A plus 15 into 2 plus equal to 17. That is A plus 30 equal to 17. That is A equals to 17 minus 30 which is minus 13. Therefore nth term A plus n minus 1 into D, that is A plus A is minus 13 plus n minus 1 into 2. 2 into n, 2n, 2 ones are 2. So 2n, these two together gives us minus 15. So right option is number 4, 2n minus 15. Question number 3, third MCQ. These are given in AP. Then x3 is how much? So here A is 4, first term. Common difference don't know. But fifth term we know 28. So since fifth term equals to 28, A plus 5 minus 1 into D equal to 28. That is 4 plus 4D 28. 4 send that side. After subtraction, divide by 4. D is coming out 6. Now we need to find out x3. x3 means fourth term. So fourth term formula A plus 4 minus 1 into D. That is 4 plus 3 into 6. 18 plus 4, 22. So right option is third one, 22. With this, I'll conclude today.